All right. Woo! I'm back and I am safe. But let me tell you, it's time to go. Everybody is drunk. Everybody's falling and stumbling. And let me tell you, whew, I had to get up out of that situation I'm just in. Wow. My adrenaline is coming down. Oh man, I got a little tense. I got very tense just now. Super tense. Ah man. Oh my goodness, it's like you need security doing this damn job. I'm getting the crazy adrenaline dump, like, whew. Man. Yo, those Irish guys wanted to kick my ass. They tried to form Voltron on me. And I was like, yo, the guy, while I was doing the interview, he turned off the live. And I was turning the live back on, like, yo, why are you touching my property? He's then telling the other guy he's with, listen, he's not on live anymore. Come on, he's not on live anymore. I was like, yo, what are you trying to do here? What's going on? Somebody says something you don't like, now you trying. I says, you've been drinking. So I'm gonna just walk away. I'm gonna walk away before this gets ugly. And he was like, yeah, you better walk away. You better walk away with that Irish accent. Oh my goodness, they were so upset that I said Kamala Harris's father is an Irish man from Jamaica. No fists were thrown, but anger and hatred and disdain for the thought that Kamala Harris could be Irish was crazy. It almost got violent. And you know, men know when it's about to go down. We know, you know, we know when it's about to get ugly and when it's either time to roll or time to fold. I chose to gracefully, you know, back up. You know, my chest was out and my hands were up, and I grabbed my phone and my tripod, and I stood there with my tripod totally extended. Like, I don't think this is gonna go down the way you think, but you've been drinking, sir. So you might not be capable of a rational thought right now. Be very careful on your next moves right now. That's what I told him. I said, be very careful your next moves, because you've been drinking, sir. And I would hate for you to do something that you regret. Wow. She isn't Irish. Well, you need to look at Candice Owens and check out Candice Owens, her last 5 episodes she's done. There's a lot of there's a lot of information going down about what's going on with her father and who her father is, and when her grandmother was born, and how pictures were pictures of the help that she was with. If the anger from these Irish guys are anything close to what a person they don't deem proper for their look or their feel, then I'm here to tell you, no wonder she says she wasn't. No wonder she's like, no, I'm black, because she knows if she ever claimed what her father is, they're not having that shit. Ooh, those men were pissed off. 3 guys, they didn't surround me, but the guy was trying to lure them lure his boys to come because he was about to make a move. And you know, I'm not trying to get sucker punched, man. I'm not trying to get knocked out in the streets or have to defend myself. You know, for all we know, I could be, you know, heavy in more ways than one, and it just could get ugly. Put your hands on me, it ain't gonna go down the way you think. That's a fact. That fact. But I had said, you know, you should look up Candice Owens. She talks a lot about their background, and you know, her last name is Harris, and you know, there's a lot going on with her lineage, and they didn't like that shit. Oh my goodness, they was like, what do you know about the Irish men? I was like, I know that she's Irish, you know, as far as we can see, and Irish and Indian. And they were like not happy and willing to like, you know, get into a scrap in the streets of New York, you know, and possibly lost their lives for it. You know, possibly they could have lost their lives tonight. And I'm very thankful that it didn't come to that, because New York is real funny about, you know, you protecting yourself. New York is very funny about you protecting yourself, and staying your ground usually means, you know, you can like one up somebody. And you know, I don't know if my trump card is pardon the pun, is it might be too extreme, but that it definitely got super tense, man. He has not got access. Sorry. Candice has some access to the records we have here in Ireland. Keep it real. Candice has got some records. She's definitely not black. She's Indian from India. Down here where I live, I could give himself in very serious trouble because most people carry a personal protective device. Yeah, everybody in New York does too. You just, you know, you just gotta, you know, you gotta be careful. They definitely got like, whew, like I could just see where it was coming from. You know, he was taking a fighting stance. That's when I took my phone and my tripod, and I held my tripod in my hand. I had one hand up and the other hand with the tripod, and I says, be careful, man. This is not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. But you've been drinking, so you're not thinking about all that can happen right now. Be very careful. And he's like, yo, he's telling his boy, come here. He's off live. Come here. And his boy was talking to two other guys. So, you know, one guy was like the level-headed guy that was telling the guy he was calling, like, no, don't go over there. But man, if this pushback is anything like what she would get, no wonder she's like, oh, I'm black. Which she doesn't, actually only said one time. She said that once. Oh, my head is spinning right now. I got cotton mouth. I'm like coming down from a huge adrenaline, you know, just this huge heightened. My spidey senses were just pinging. Bing, 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 bing. Whew. This is why people do this. They have, you know, that's why I was telling my wife, like, you know, doing this, you know, you're holding the, like while I was turned and talking to someone, he pressed the end button to end the stream because he wanted to get violent with me. But the way I attacked him verbally, like, yo, what you doing? You don't touch people's property, man. What are you doing? You upset because of something I said you don't like? You're upset with it? So that's how you act? What's wrong with you, man? And then I took the camera. I started to go back live, and then I took the camera and I turned it facing the street. I said, listen, man, if your issue is you need my camera to be off, well, it's off right now. What are you trying to do right now? What are we doing here? And that's when he's calling his boy. Yo, come here. I said, yo, don't call your boy. I'm asking you what you trying to do. You're touching people's property that doesn't belong to you. You're very upset. You don't like what I had to say. So wherever you think this is going to go, this ain't going to go. And I'm just looking at him right in his fucking eyes. And, you know, I'm fucking out of shape. I'm 50 years old, and I'm just turned 51 October 1st. I'm 51 years old, totally out of shape. And, you know, I'm not used to in any way, shape, or form being in any street brawls like that. You know, like, when was the last time that's happened with me? It's been quite some time. And I don't want to be anybody's victim. And I would hate to have to feel like my life was in jeopardy. And that's where I started to feel like right away. When I looked over to my right, I took a quick glance and I saw one of the guys out of the three guys, so there were four altogether. One of the three guys was pulling the guy back like, yo, come on, don't go over there. And his boy kept calling him, yo, come here, his camera's off. I would like to slow down that video and see who this person is, because he was standing off to the side. I didn't want to get. But yo, this is something that it's very difficult to do this by yourself, you know. And then I started to, you know, I have to take responsibility for. I went off topic. I was talking about the consent form, and then I hear these guys all with the big Irish accents. I say, oh, you have something in common with someone who's running for president. And they didn't like that. That really, really pissed the guy off. When I'm back in Brooklyn, I'm about to be home in another 10-15 minutes. Whew. I need to stop and get some water or something. Cotton mouth like crazy. You are appreciated for tuning in. Everyone, I'm okay. I'm smart enough to know when to walk away. I'm smart enough to know that I don't want to hurt somebody. I don't want to put somebody in a position where they're fighting for their life. I really don't. So, and vice versa. I could have been the one fighting for my life. You know, even though I don't think these guys are killers, but I'm sure they would not have a problem with punching me, knocking me out, you know? And I wouldn't be open to that at all. I'm safe. I'm good. Oh, man. That was super intense. You know, it's like my fight or flight always kicks in to fight. And I never freeze. But I am proud of myself, or pleased with I'm pleased with myself for verbally saying out loud, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up because I learned from my guy Rick at Rick is from Good Luck America on YouTube, and he always says, always verbalize that you're backing up. Always verbalize that you are retreating. Never be the aggressor. He says juries don't like that. Juries don't like that. So I will. I'll be very careful next time I bring that conversation up, and I probably won't have it at 3:30 in the morning when people have been drinking for most of the night on a Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'll be more cognitive of I will be more like sympathetic to what alcohol can really do to a person's emotional state, especially when politics are brought up. So I have myself to blame, and the never retreat. Good idea to stop spreading falsehoods. Well, I'm not spreading falsehoods. I'm spreading information that's out there. No, you nor I can say what is and what isn't. We have a whole system that is based on propaganda. Okay? So, am I being propagandized by Candice Owens? Possibly. But to think that we have truths that are holding us together. Okay. Because I read the book when the Irish became white. So I know a little bit about the Irish. I know a little bit. And I wasn't pretending to know anything other than that this woman is not who she pretends to be. My Cash App is $ Elvis Rosenberg. One word. My Venmo is at Elvis-Rosenberg. Express yourself. And I love you. That's a fact.